Have you ever stopped to consider the secrets held by the celestial orb that graces our night sky? Did you know the moon is slowly, almost imperceptibly, drifting away from Earth? It's a subtle but constant change. We're talking about 1.5 inches each year. That might not sound like much, but over millions of years, it adds up. It's our closest celestial neighbor, a constant companion in the vast expanse of space, always moving, always changing, and always captivating our imagination. And it does so in a predictable and beautiful pattern, a cosmic ballet, if you will, called the lunar cycle. The cycle begins, subtly and mysteriously, with the new moon, a phase where the moon is hidden in darkness, nestled between Earth and the sun, seemingly invisible to the naked eye. But gradually, ever so slowly, a sliver of light begins to appear. The waxing phase, a promise of the brilliance to come. This sliver grows, night after night, eventually culminating in a glorious full moon, a radiant spectacle when Earth finds itself positioned directly between the sun and our lunar companion. After the full moon's peak, the light begins to recede, shrinking in the waning phase, a gentle decline towards darkness once more. The light continues to diminish, eventually returning to the complete darkness of the new moon. This entire dance, this mesmerizing cycle, takes approximately 29.5 days to complete. That's roughly 1 month, a word that, interestingly enough, originates from the very word moon. Throughout history, our ancestors have relied on this lunar cycle to track the passage of time, using it as a natural calendar long before the invention of the modern systems we use today. And so, every night, as we gaze upwards, the moon's appearance undergoes a subtle transformation, a celestial clock ticking away the eons, marking the passage of time for billions upon billions of years. And sometimes, just sometimes, this predictable dance surprises us with truly special and awe-inspiring events. Events like the breathtaking supermoon and the eerily beautiful blood moon. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and been mesmerized by an exceptionally large and radiant full moon? What's a supermoon? The moon's orbit around our planet isn't a perfect circle. Instead, it follows an oval or elliptical path. This means that throughout its monthly journey, the moon's distance from Earth varies. Sometimes it's closer to Earth than at other times. When a full moon happens to coincide with the point in the moon's orbit when it is closest to Earth, a point called perigee, we get a supermoon. It's a celestial event that makes the moon appear bigger and brighter in our sky. When a supermoon graces our skies, the moon looks up to 14% bigger and 30% brighter than usual, casting a more intense glow across the landscape. It's important to remember that the moon isn't actually physically growing larger. It's simply closer to us in its orbit, creating the illusion of increased size, much like holding your fist near your face makes it appear larger. The effect of a supermoon is often most dramatic when it's near the horizon, particularly at moonrise, or during moonset, as it dips below the horizon. This is especially true with the moon illusion, a visual phenomenon that tricks our brains into perceiving the moon as even larger than it actually is when it's close to the horizon. Interestingly, the term supermoon itself wasn't coined by a scientist, but rather by an astrologer named Richard Noel in 1979. In the scientific community, this event is more formally referred to as perigee syzygy, a term that describes the alignment of the Earth, moon, and sun when the moon is at its closest point to Earth. On average, we can expect to witness about 3 or 4 supermoons each year, offering multiple opportunities to marvel at this spectacle. These captivating events serve as a gentle reminder that the orbits of celestial bodies aren't perfect circles, but rather slightly imperfect ellipses. And it's precisely these subtle imperfections that give rise to some of the most stunning and awe-inspiring sights in the night sky. So next time you have the chance to see a supermoon, take a moment to truly appreciate its brilliance and notice how it dramatically lights up the night. Observe the way it casts brighter and more defined shadows, painting the world in a silvery glow. It's the moon's way of putting on a spectacular show, reminding us of the beauty and wonder that exists beyond our world. Now let's talk about the blood moon, a total lunar eclipse. During a lunar eclipse, Earth blocks sunlight from reaching the moon, casting a shadow. But instead of going dark, the moon turns red because Earth's atmosphere bends sunlight, filtering out blue light and letting red pass through. The moon glows with the light of all the sunrises and sunsets happening on Earth at that moment. The exact shade depends on how much dust or clouds are in our atmosphere. Total lunar eclipses are rare because the moon's orbit is tilted, so perfect alignment doesn't happen every month. Sometimes a supermoon and a blood moon happen together. A super blood moon, one of the rarest lunar sights. Supermoons and blood moons, two celestial events that capture our imaginations. Both are special occurrences in the night sky, but they're very different in their nature and appearance. A supermoon is all about size and brightness. It's a spectacle of lunar illumination. The moon looks huge, appearing larger and more radiant than usual. It lights up the night, casting brighter shadows and creating a magical ambiance. A blood moon, on the other hand, is about color and mystery, a dramatic transformation in the sky. The moon dims, losing its typical brilliance as it enters Earth's shadow, and then it glows red, bathed in an eerie, captivating light. This happens as Earth's shadow passes over it during a lunar eclipse, filtering the sunlight. Supermoons can cause slightly higher tides than normal, a subtle but noticeable effect. These are called perigee spring tides, a result of the moon's closer proximity. It's a gentle reminder of the moon's gravitational pull on our oceans, shaping our coastlines. Each blood moon looks different, showcasing a range of hues and intensities. Sometimes it appears as a bright orange, a warm and inviting glow. Other times it transforms into a deep red, a more intense and dramatic shade. This variation depends on the conditions of Earth's atmosphere at the time of the eclipse. Volcanic eruptions or dust particles suspended in the air can significantly darken a blood moon, muting its vibrant color. Watching a lunar eclipse and witnessing a blood moon is like seeing a reflection of our planet's air, a glimpse into its composition. Both events, supermoons and blood moons, connect us to the grand rhythms of space and highlight the fascinating science that underpins the beauty we observe. Whether it's the brilliance of light or the mystique of shadow, the moon always has a story to tell, a story written in the language of the cosmos. The best part? Anyone can watch these lunar events, no telescope needed. For a supermoon, find a clear view of the horizon at moonrise for the most dramatic effect. For a blood moon, give yourself time. The eclipse unfolds slowly, and binoculars can enhance the view. Check calendars or space news for upcoming events. Grab a blanket and enjoy the show. Watching the sky connects us to the universe and fills us with wonder. Supermoons reveal the moon's cosmic dance. Blood moons show the magic of perfect alignment. Mark your calendar for the next lunar event. It's a free, spectacular show from nature. Happy moon watching!